Hi everyone. So I recently went on a bit of a Beetles binge. As you can see here, I have a ton of boxes in front of me that I picked up through Amazon. I know Beetles has their own site, but for right now, I got these on Amazon, and they were just like on super sale. I don't know what to tell you. Some of these were only like $9.99, some were like $15, some were 23. Even these bigger ones were not that expensive, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna grab some of these because I've been getting back into doing nails again, as you can see. I never really left that. I just was doing nail polish instead of extensions, acrylic, gel polish like I used to do. Back in the day, I was an ambassador for Sensation Nail. I was an ambassador for Red Carpet. For Sally Beauty would just send me items, so Gelish and things like this. I was working with Madam Glam and Nail Reserve, Nail Addict, all these different companies that did gel polish. So kind of know what I'm talking about. And I picked this stuff up, and then I started seeing reviews, and people were like, I don't know, or like maybe it gave me allergies or this and this. I've had, on my other videos, I've had people say it gave them allergies. So there are different reasons for that, and I'm not going to get into every single thing. And so whenever I try something out new, for me, if I'm not sure of it, I always put it on top of an extension, so it's not actually touching my nail bed and not in my skin or on my skin, right? You always want to be careful with gel polish. It doesn't matter the brand. The ones I've been using recently, like my extensions, are Gel X, actual Gel X. I know there's a lot of videos that say they're Gel X and they're not Gel X. They're using cheap things from Amazon or other things, right? Some of these Chinese websites. That's not Gel X. That's just whatever that company does. Prey Nails does Gel X, and they're the ones that developed that line. And I actually recently ordered their lamp because I've been doing nails like on myself on my own. Getting them done at the salon too, but just for funsies for at least 30 years. Okay, so I've never had a problem. I've never had fungus. I've never had nails falling off. I've never developed an allergy to anything. I've used hard gel. I've used gel polishes. Acrylic, all those different things, top coats, all those things that you had to cure, never had an issue. You have to be careful, guys. I feel like a lot of these reviews and a lot of comments I've seen on like other videos are from literal children, 13-year-old, 14-year-old. This stuff is not to play with. Like, it's not like, I'm just going to slap it on and stick my nail in this lamp, any old lamp, and, it's going to work. You don't really know if it's cured. Okay, that's the other thing with gel polish. Yeah, okay, it might feel kind of firm on the top, but what's underneath might still not be cured. So, like, you have to be really particular. So if you're going to get into this game, I'm telling you, you're going to want to play it by the book. The reason I ordered the Prey lamp is because I was using a Sun UV lamp, which is fine. A lot of companies use Sun UV or they slap their name on it. It's the same lamp, this cute little white lamp, that's typical. You've probably seen it. And I'm sorry about this long intro, but I have to say this because I feel like I don't know what people are doing. So you want to use the same lamp that the company sells. If they sell a lamp, if they recommend a certain one, you want to get that lamp or a certain wattage, or it's not even about the wattage. It's about the LED that's in there and the nanometers or whatever it is, like all these particular numbers that you really need to pay attention to. So I've been using my Prey with a regular Sun UV lamp, which is a higher wattage lamp actually than what they even use. They use a 36 and a 34 watt lamp with whatever, other info with the LEDs. And the Sun UV one, I think, is 48 watts, which I'm like, oh, that's great. It's better. But that doesn't really necessarily mean it's better. You can over-cure your nails too, which is also not great. So you just have to do what's best for you, but also be very careful, guys. And I think the charm of this kind of thing, or why people get into it, is because, it's so much cheaper. Like when I go to, get my nails done, seriously, like Gel Mani over here in San Diego is like $60 if you're lucky. And that's just plain gel, like nothing going, nothing cute, just your Gel Mani, your Gel Petty. It ends up being like $140, by the time you're done with everything. So I always just get regular polish. And you think, oh, okay, well, this is only $10. And I'm just going to, but you have to treat it with respect, I guess is the word I'm thinking. And just be very careful, guys. I've seen a lot of videos of young girls and just people in general that, slap on the color and they put it on real thick. So they do one cure, and it's meant to be built up over 2 and 3 layers. So very thin base coat, cure it, for the time that they say. Their first color coat, super thin, cure it. Okay, do you need another one? Yes, you do, because you need to build it up over 2 and 3 coats. And that's what they even say here on these Beetles gel boxes. A lot of times people are like, oh, that came on, and they try to pile it on really nicely. Like they're thinking like it's like nail polish, like you want it to be just kind of on there. And nail polish too, I always do 2 or 3 thin coats, just to be honest. So it dries well. But anyway, And then you put it in, and then the very underneath is not actually set, and it can seep, in between the base coat. If that one was set, fine, okay, cool. But it's still touching your nail at a certain point, or your finger, and then maybe you're going to start developing allergy. And some people are going to be very much more sensitive to it, and some people are not going to be sensitive to it at all. So that's just the luck of the draw. It's not the company. It's not the product. I mean, some people will say it is. Okay, cool. I don't care. Like I said, I've worked with all these different companies. If something doesn't work for you, I'm sorry. I've tried so many different things. I've tried things from the Chinese websites, and I've never had an allergy. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But that was my disclosure, I guess, to get into these things. I will say I did buy all these items myself here on Amazon, but since then I've heard from Beetles and they would like to send me some items. They are actually going to arrive, they're going to arrive tomorrow, and we'll try them out. They did include their extensions like these things. I did not ask for those, so I will try them for you guys, but again, we'll see how it goes, because I really like my Apres, and I'll just do Apres, right? Because I have the whole setup and tons of tips. So we will try them, though, but they did send that, and that's very kind of them. But they are sending me their Halloween box, guys. So if they have a discount code for me, I will update down in the description box, because again, they are sending me some items. Generally, it comes with a discount code, and that would be to their site probably. But again, I bought these specific ones on Amazon, so let's keep that in mind. So I'm just going to do an unboxing because there was a lot to talk about, but there's also a ton. There's no way I can swatch all these in this one video. I just want to kind of take a quick peek, see what's in the bigger boxes, and talk about this guy. So I did get their blooming gel. I've never really used blooming gel because, to be honest, you just apply base gel, don't cure it, put whatever fun things like this that you want in there, and then they start kind of fading out. See how that's kind of faded out for a turquoise look? And base gel will do it, and then go ahead and cure it, and then do whatever else you're going to do, your top coat and all that. So blooming gel, I have a feeling this one might be a little more liquid than like just using a base gel and not curing it so you can get the same effect. But I was curious of it, so I did grab that, and here it is. I would say, really, honestly, if you're getting into gel polishes, find a brand that you like, that you can afford, that might be more reputable, or however you want to look at it, Beetles has tons of reviews, and a lot of people love it. And you'll see on Amazon, there's images, people show their nails, and they have polish all on their skin, and I'm like, no, because you might not be allergic to it right away. You might be allergic to it after a while because it's been sitting on your skin, and then the next time, and the next time, and then your body's like, no, I don't like this, and then you start getting allergies. So always be very careful. I did not touch, I did these nails, left hand, right hand, didn't touch my skin at all anywhere with that gel polish. I didn't have to clean it up because I've done this for a long time, so I've been better at that. If you feel like you're the type of person that puts it on a little messy and you have somebody that can help you out, maybe they can polish your nails for you so it's all good, cleaned up. Just really take care when you do these things. I know my videos end up being super long because I'm talking about all those things, because everyone's at a different place, and if they come across on my videos and they're like, oh, I thought you just did this, or people mix and match brands, do not do that. Base coats and top coats, and well, top coat maybe not so much, because sometimes you'll need a little color of one thing, okay. But the base coat and the gel polish, and, after you've done like extensions, maybe they're from a different brand, the base coat, the primer, all those things have to stay within that brand because they're made to work with each other. I know people do whatever they want, but I just want you to be safe. And, 30 years in, I'm still doing what I feel like, and everything's good. There are people who have allergies now. And it won't just be an allergy to this kind of stuff that's in here, the HEMA or whatever else might be in there. There's plenty of products on the market that have those things in it. So now you're allergic to all those things. Okay. So it's not just, oh, I'm going to stay away from this polish now. It's not as easy. So you want to be very careful if you're going to get into it. So this happens to be very cute. It's called a collection called Mob Wife. Now, I don't remember it being called Mob Wife on Amazon because I would have remembered that. That's pretty funny. It might have been advertised as like a autumn kind of kit, but what I'll do is I'll put Mob Wife in the description so you know what I'm talking about. So it comes with a little information, your application guide, how to design nail art, precautions. I'm telling you, they're like, maybe it can produce an allergic reaction by skin contact. It's telling you all that there. I've seen them comment to other people on their videos. Like people say, oh, they gave me this. They're like, please stop using it. If it persists, go see a doctor kind of thing. You have to be careful, guys. It's not just this company. It's every company. I've reviewed other things for more reputable companies. I've had comments of people saying it gave them an allergic reaction. Now, is it that it gave it to them, or did they not apply it correctly? Because any of this stuff getting on your skin, all that kind of exposure can be problematic. Okay, so anyway, it comes with like a little cheetah print decals. That is so cute. I usually do my own, but it's fun to have a little thing that's already done, right? Some strips, that's fun. This one happens to come with a little brush. I already have this brush, and this one was kind of squished so that the hair's got a little bit messed up, but hopefully that'll straighten out. With a daughter tool or dotting tool on the other side. We have a cat eye magnet, the circular one, and then this guy. These magnets have a push and a pull, just so you know. So when you're putting it towards your nail and you're like this, okay, that might do something. You might push it or pull it. And then this side, this edge, also does something. So it reacts in different ways to that. And then this one's just that little circular one, which I think it repels. I want to say. It seems like it repels. It came with little nail art rhinestones. Like the ones I have on my nails right now are actual crystal glass. So like if you click it, you can actually hear they like tink. These sound pretty clicky, but they look like they're plastic, to be honest. So acrylic, right? They always come with, well, not always. Some of the kits don't come with this, but how cute is this? I love that it has a case, because if you have to stack them on top of each other, you can do that. I have a case where I put these in like a train case. I will link my train case. I just ordered another one because these things get old after, you know, when you open them, supposedly it's like a year or whatever it tells you here. It should tell you. I don't know if this one does. I will say Beetles is based out of New Jersey. The items they shipped from New Jersey. They are made in China. Look at the rest of your bottles. They're made in China too. So just, that's that. But they always come with a foundation, your base gel, your top gel, and then usually something like fun. Okay, so this is the matte top gel. Yeah, so there you go. Regular top gel, matte top gel. Sometimes they'll come with like a glitter top gel or something else you can do some fun things with. Just read everything. They have nail art, rhinestone, nail glue. They have nail art, of course. Rhinestone nail glue. That needs to be cured. Okay, so like if you're just putting it on and you think it's glue that's going to harden in the air, it's not. You have to cure it. And always go by the curing time that they say. So these are little bottles, and to be honest, I've never gotten to the bottom of a bottle, the big guys, even if I wanted to. Like right now, I pretty much had to ditch a lot of my old polishes because, I mean, they're really old. They separate, they get thick, all these weird things. I will say my Madame Glam ones still look really great. And then my Wave Gel ones. Oh, Wave Gel is another company I used to work with a lot. They would send me everything, which was really nice. Really, really nice. But really nice people and everything. And those still look great too. And they're like 10 years old. So, but I'm not recommending to use 10-year-old polishes, okay? Especially not on your natural nail. But anyway, so these guys are small, and I gotta go turn off my dryer. And I mean, look at that. It's nice. It has a nice consistency. I had no problem with this. They don't smell like weird or have a off smell or even a real heavy smell. Like I really have to really sniff that to even get a little bit of scent. But look how pretty these colors are. So this one has some really gorgeous colors. And whenever they look like this, those are cat eyes. So that's why I ordered this one. It has more cat eyes than normal in there. Okay. So maybe I'll do a video individually on these guys so we can swatch them. But right now I just wanted to show them all to you. So that is Mob Wife. Okay, guys. Let me put this up and go turn off the dryer. I should have done the big boxes first. Oh well, that's all right. So this one is Fancy Pop. So hopefully you get the idea of the Mob Wife ones. I feel like they're more like burgundies and like just rich kind of autumn colors. And that's why I'm saying I feel like it was called something autumn. I don't remember it being called Mob Wife. Couldn't even put this stuff back in the way it came out. Like, how do they do it? I don't know. So this one doesn't have as many things, but it does have a little tool, which is nice, a little dotting tool, and then a nicer brush. The other one's kind of shorter, and this one's a little bit longer, so there's something different. Again, your foundation, base gel, your top gel, and your matte. And I will say, once I open one and I start using it, I just don't use another one until like that one's used up. But again, like I said, I've never gotten to the bottom of any bottle. But let's say it's, 6 months, a year from now. Well, open one of these guys, stop using the other one, okay? Especially because they're like plentiful, right? So in this one is definitely a color pop. Ooh, what is this? Oh, it's just cute. You know what? I think this looks like their Halloween packaging for these first two. So this is actually a white and a black, which I don't have yet. Oh, and it's a liner for nail art. That is really cute. I'm telling you, some of these were only like $9.99. So yeah, I saw in their Halloween looks, it looks like that. So that's very interesting. So yeah, a white liner and a black one with a small, that is so cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's see some of the colors in here. And of course we all just love, I mean, look at this glitter color. That is so pretty. Maybe I should close up a little bit, but I don't really like the video to be too claustrophobic. And so again, look at that purple. It looks really thick, but you need to apply them in thin coats. I did a unboxing kind of swatching the other day of some Beetles colors, and I will link that video if you want to check it out, because I basically do it like if it was on my nail. Well, other than I was doing it a little quicker. Obviously, I take more care. They have a nice square brush, I will say. I love that. You have to build up your color, guys, to get that nice, safe cure, because even if, like I said, something feels like it's cured on the top, it might not be cured underneath, especially the darker colors. You just want to be really careful with this stuff. Embrace life like it's a holiday. Be bold, B-U-B Beetles, okay? It does have an expiration on here of 2028. Okay, because like I was telling you, I have some that are like 10 years old, and I should probably not use them anymore. And that's why I recently got rid of just a ton of polishes. I will say same thing with your lamps. The lamps won't go out, the UV lamps or LED. They just don't work as effectively anymore after a while. Oh my gosh, this is impossible. Okay. So you want to be careful with that. I don't really care for the kind of lamps that you charge and then use them. If I can leave it plugged in and it'll still work, that's what I'm going to do, because if it's weak, it's not going to do a good job firming up that polish, and then again, you're going to be in trouble. So either charge it up really well before every time that you use it, or have it plugged in, which is what I'm going to do. Because even the Apres lamp that I just ordered, I ordered their Alpha lamp, and it comes with a little curing lamp too, like the smaller one, like for flash cure. It charges, and I'm like, that's one drawback, but I hope I can plug it in and leave it plugged in to use it. Okay, so another nail art tool, which is nice that they include that. You have your cat eyes are in this one. You have, again, your base, your top, and your matte top coat. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 cat eyes in this set. So let's see some of these. This one doesn't have a name, but I will say the one in the purple and pink case, right? Ooh, that's really pretty. Really red and glittery, like ruby red slippers right there. Cute. Let's see some of the cat eye ones. I know you can't see it cat eye. Actually, you can. Let me see if I can get it to respond. So, if you have it right here, let's try to close up on that. Are we focused? Are we focused? There we go. Oh, it does. Did you see how it moved away? So that's what I was telling you. Some of it repels and some attracts. See, there you go. Oh my gosh. I mean, I can see it. I don't know if you can see it. But that's cool. Okay, well, that's always good to know. Yeah, see, that's what I feel like this repels from the circle. That is crazy. That means there are some good amounts of the little metal pieces or whatever it is that react, right? So that's the pinkish cat eye. This one's purple. Okay, there's just going to be way too much in here to go through each and every item, but that's really cool. And, honestly, I am excited to try this out. Like, because, you read things and you're like, oh no, and I don't know, and people think this or that. There's so many reasons why somebody could mess up their own hands and their own nails. And so, for me, I'm willing to try it, but I'm always very careful with it, okay? So let's check these guys out. Let's open this up. Companies like Apres have a thing, and I'm sure you have to pay for it, to become not licensed, but they'll give you a certification, meaning you're Gel-X certified, which is actually pretty cool, I think. And they're out here in LA, but I don't know. They even had what's it called? Like an open warehouse event where you can go and just buy things for super inexpensive. My husband's like, go, and I'm like, I'm not that into it. It's okay. And this was a few months back, but I should have gone. But they do it once a year, I think. So Mermaid is this one. And so maybe next year I'll go. So again, you have that cute holder. You have all these things. I will say, I think you can put some tools in these little spots. It seems like, because, yeah, I just remember that from another set that I ordered. No cat eyes in this. That's why it doesn't come with any tools. It doesn't have any, very basic. It doesn't come with any, nail art tools either. That is a very pretty turquoise. Very similar to what I have. Maybe a little greener. Let's see the difference between that one and like this one. Maybe this one's more minty. It's a little lighter in color, huh? And I could have used those for that turquoise nail, to mix some of the colors. Let's look at this glittery guy. Again, this is Mermaid. Oh, wow, that is so pretty. That's awesome. So I like that they do like a crystal instead of it just being a clear suspension, and then they add in like blue and turquoise, what's it called, glitter. It has like a crystal bluish, you know, tint to the actual gel, and then the glitter also. Look at this pink. That shimmer is so pretty. I mean, and that's the thing, this is just fun because it's inexpensive, tons of colors. And so, I mean, you can do so much with these. That's crazy. Layering, right? Some colors over shimmers, some crystal kind of effects. If you have pigment powder type things, that's what's so funny to me, the chrome stuff and the cat eyes, and like something never go away. Because I started doing that when I still lived in Georgia. Miranda's 10. So probably 11 years ago, 12 years ago, and people are still using them. So I'm like, okay, I guess people really like those. I have old cat eye tools, so I can definitely still use those. Again, your base, your top, your matte top. I like how the matte top has like a matte look. And then this one, this is the fall one. Yeah, Cozy Campfire. So it has glitters. Oh, look how pretty that is. That's a really deep brown. Very pretty. Let's see, this olive kind of color. And oh my goodness. There we go. Sorry. Look at that. And some people even recommend like wearing gloves when you're actually just handling the product like this, because maybe there's a little bit of uncured product out there, or that's these little tiny particles that can go into your skin. Like, I don't know. I don't think we have to be that scared, but you do need to be careful, right? So this orange glitter, that's really cool. I remember Emerald Lagasse one time was joking about that, like with people touching chicken. He's like, oh, and everyone's so afraid of chicken, and you're so afraid of it. He's like, oh, okay, I cut up chicken, gotta wash my hands, gotta wash the cutting board, gotta wash whatever, the surface, gotta wash my car. He's like, it's a little much, which, obviously you want to be careful. But I just thought that was funny because I was like, no, I'm still, yeah, if I touch chicken, I'm washing the counter, I'm washing the car. But anyway, he's so funny. Okay, let's move some of this stuff to the side. And this is, it's already kind of open. 36 Colors Gel Polish Kit, Nail Nirvana Beyond Salon. And that's the other thing. To be honest, I don't mind going to get a pedicure. I like the service and everything. But like a lot of times it'll start peeling already, or it's already chipping. The last time I did my nails before we went to Hawaii, not this last, well, I think the first time we went, it was already chipping before I even got on the plane. And I was like, so anyway, Women Neutral Elegance. I don't know. Let's just call this 36 Color Gel Polish Kit, okay? And so a lot of times you end up paying however much, and then you're not happy, So it's like, you might as well try it out yourself and see what you think. Because nails, like even the ones I'm wearing right now, how much do they charge for that? Because of this, because of this, because of, okay, it cost me like, I don't know, a few bucks, maybe, right? Obviously, there's a commitment at the beginning to buy the stuff that you need to do it, but after that, I mean, you're good to go. Oh, this is all gel polish. I was wilding out, huh? Look at this. Okay, it's foundation, top coat, matte top coat, and then just a ton of colors. And I guess we can turn this on the side. This is the one thing that I don't care for this because we don't actually have something to put it. I mean, I can put them away back in here. I'm gonna have to find something to put these in. But like I said, I'll probably just put it in my train case. Hopefully you can kind of see the colors that are in here. It's impossible to see the next layer maybe through here. So none of these are cat eye. This is just going to be your basic thing. And I'm saying that because there's no tools or anything with this. So I don't know. Let's just see a few of these. So C152. That's the other thing. You can see the numbers or the letters. Amazon's really good, or I guess Beetles is really good about showing the numbers for them, because you can go back in your kits and see once you swatch things like, oh, do I have that one already? Oh yeah, mostly I have those, so maybe I don't need to buy that set, right? Things like that. So there's that one. I don't know. I'm just going to pick out some random ones. Oh, of course I pick out a gray, boring one. But this is a pretty, actually it's very lavender gray. That's pretty. You never know when you need some of these colors, but it definitely has more of a lavender tone. That's really pretty. Let's see what we have here. I don't know. Black. My goodness, I keep picking the most basic things. But maybe that's what this is, So black, of course, we like a good black polish. Whenever companies ask me to review things like this, I always ask for a black and a white polish because I need those for like nail art, and then whatever cute colors. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I am not going to edit that, but I hit the lens there. I always need those, and then the pretty colors, you know. But cute gold, kind of coppery colors on that one. So that's just a few from there. Again, maybe nothing to write home about in this one because it's very basic. But again, we need those colors. And maybe this is what you want to get instead of something that's just so, you know, out there like some of the other ones. Like this is a very pretty purple. I'm going to let that settle in. I feel like I might get a little leakage there. This is like a nude color. There's a bunch of nude colors on this row. So again, this one's super basic. There's a white also in here. Look how pretty. See, this is actually the kind of color I was looking for when I went to do my nails and I did this. This one's a little more orangey than I wanted. I wanted it to look like sand, and I wanted like a nude color, and that would have been great, but oh well, I already have this other one. Okay, so that one is 36 very basic colors, okay? Now, this one is interesting. This is the free gift deals box. And a lot of times they're free gifts, I'm not gonna lie, are things like eyelashes, which I don't do, and sunglasses, which I wear glasses, and I have prescription glasses. So it's fine because it's a free gift, but let's see what's in here. So this is the Beetles deals box. Okay. I will say the packaging is super sturdy. Every box I've opened is like really, really nice. So when you open it up, you got Be Bold, Be You, Be Beetles with like the drops here. Sorry, I'm trying to get this in here, maybe like this. Okay. And there's a thank you for your love. And then it has some information. And I will say, even their own videos are very clear, like the care you need to take and what to do and all that good stuff. So let's open this guy up. I like the packaging already. I like the little bubble, interesting paper. Looks really nice and neat. Let's see what we have. So, nail glue. Okay, this is stuff I'm telling you. It tells you right there, soak off UV, which is great, LED cured, 15 milliliters, so it's a nice size, nail glue. This is not to be just popped on like, oh, I have some false nails I want to stick on and use this. No, this is nail glue that needs to be cured in a lamp. If you have pre-designed nails, like you got them at Claire's or wherever else, and oh, I know this gel will really hold on to it. Do not do that, because unless they're clear at the bottom or like super see-through, you're not going to get a good cure and you're going to end up having a problem. So sometimes people have like, oh, black or just like whatever, or they're real tricked out. They have like all these things. You cannot use something like this. You're going to have to use just a glue that air dries. Or like those little sticky, right? The double sticky things, which will pop off in 2 seconds. But they're a lot better nowadays, I will say. Do not use this stuff under nails that you bought online, that you bought from whoever, that they design nails, and this is how. Do not do that, because it will not penetrate. The light will not penetrate to cure this, and you're gonna be in a world of hurt. So don't do that. And I've seen people do that, and that's why I'm like, what is happening here? Base gel and top coat. So another 30 milliliters, 15 milliliters of each one. So just a good size base gel and top coat. We also have, what do we have here? This is the builder gel. Okay, so soak off UV LED cured builder gel along with the other items here. And basically this one, I assume the way they use this one is the way they use for the tips. I don't know. I'll have to check on that one. But it is UV cured. You can use this stuff by itself. If it's soft like this, soak off UV LED cured basically means it's a soft gel. It's going to stay kind of rubbery. And what I mean by rubbery is soft, not like a hard cure. It's going to have a little give, which is actually kind of nice. The other day I was looking for something in a drawer, and I was like, it's got to be back here. And I went like that, and I jammed my finger, and look at this. It's perfectly fine. It hurt a little bit, but it has more flex to it. So sometimes with the other ones, you do that, and it might pop off or whatever. I've never had a nail pop off, to be honest. I guess maybe when I used to get them done from a manicurist, but me, myself, doing my nails, I've never had one pop off, so I don't know. But anyway, that's what that stuff's for. Again, UV cured. And I will use their lamp because in my mind, it has to be from their company. I bought another kit that has their larger lamp in it, so I already showed you guys that in a haul a while back. There's a Beetles gift box here, so let's open the gift box. So these are the freebies, I suppose. So quite a few little items in the gift box. So let's see what's here in the freebies. So it has nail soak-off removers, right? To remove your soft gel which is really nice, or your gel manicure. And all these cute little heart, excuse me, I'm already misspeaking, these cute little heart lint-free wipes, right? What else do we have here? Okay. Nail art design brushes. We'll open that in a second. And another gift box. Maybe that's part of what you paid for. Maybe this is a gift box. I don't know. Let's see. What else is in here? Okay. One more thing. Yes. Okay. So again, a lot of times they like to include free lashes. But like I said, I don't use lashes, but there they are. So let's put that to the side. Let's put this to the side. Lashes to the side. Let's open this gift box. Oh my gosh. I totally did not expect these. Honestly, that is so cute. These are so cute. I didn't expect the sunglasses to look like this because I know I had seen some other sunglasses listed, I think. These are cute. Let me try to open this up. Hey, Miranda, my daughter will like those. Hopefully I'm still recording. Yes. Okay. Look, I'm telling you, they have some fun things. These are really cute. I don't know how to get this off. I don't want to tear it, but here we go. There we go. Oh my gosh, you guys, those are really funny. Oh, they're very groovy, if you will. Those are really cute. I can't even... Oh my gosh, Miranda's gonna love them. Okay. She'll wear those in Arizona, I'm sure, while we're out there. And then this is... Oh, instead of nail art, right? So like I said, I think this is part of what you're buying. This box was super inexpensive, and that's why I popped on it too. So hopefully it still is. You know how Amazon, sometimes price goes up and down, up and down, up and down. But hopefully you caught them on a good day there. And let's see what's in here. Oh, okay, it's more than... There's something... Okay. I was gonna say there's a plastic wrap in here. Oh, wow, see? I would have thrown that away. I can barely see on the side. And it looked like maybe it was just empty, but good thing I flung it out because it's actually stickers. Little bows. Super cute. And then we have these nail art brushes. Again, with all the different angles. And you know, this one here, round brushes like this. This one's more tapered. Cute little gemstones in there. And then all the different sizes of dotting tools. Really fun. And then thin liner brushes are also included in there, which I really love. I am not the best at using liner brushes, but I think they're really cool. And then all these goodies. And then what else? Oh, what was in that box? These little guys. What are those? Oh yeah, they're just little pearls. I couldn't tell if they were stuck together like flowers or something, but just a bunch of half pearls. Okay. And then what else? Let's see. We're down to the bottom of the box, and we have tips, and we have all kinds of nail art things, and then we have nails that are already designed. We just talked about those, right? And then some gel colors. So what I was saying about these guys is you can definitely attach these if you need to. It says that it has nail tips. It comes with nail glue. Cuticle oil, double-sided adhesive, 3 sheets, so it has a couple different things. Antiseptic cleansing wipe, and tools, 1 set. So there's a lot of things in here. These are medium length. Unfortunately, my thumbnails are usually pretty wide, so like a lot of these kind of things don't work for me, but maybe these will. Blush rose, but what I was saying is if they're very see-through, very light in color, you can possibly use the this stuff to stick them on. But I would be very careful with that. So anyway, they give you some instruction there, and that's cool. I didn't even know these were in here. And these also have an expiration date, eh? So you want to pay attention to that. You can still use the nails, I'm sure. It's just you're going to want to use something else to stick them on with. Okay, tips. These are nail tips. Pre-shaped gel nail extensions. Easy and fast application. Durable and affordable. Exploring potential creativity in nail art. Beetles. Full cover. They're just called nail tips. I think they have a name for their nail tips now, but that's all it says. Let's give a quick feel. I will tell you, when you put on like après gel nails, they feel nice. They feel like thick, you know, and now I'm used to it. I'm just like, okay, that's just how they feel. But like if you're to get a tip, like a plastic tip that you need to stick on with acrylic and all that, they feel a lot thinner. But after you're done curing them, they feel really hard. And that's not gel polish. That's just what it is. So it's a gel extension that I would say is cured, but more semi-cured. But then the curing process helps solidify them more. So like these guys feel thinner, I will say, than like the Prey ones. But but the tip still feels really nice. Like, it's definitely thicker. I don't know if you can see the way it's a little bit thicker in the center, and that's how it should be. And this area should be thinner. That way when you put it on, it's not fighting you, you know? It's just nice for your nail. So it's a nice length. They're not too long. They consider this, well, it just says full. It doesn't say what size. Oh, sorry, it does say coffin long, which I love coffin long nails. So that is great. All right, so we'll try those out at some point. Let's see here. And then a big bag of all kinds of goodies. Oh my gosh. Okay. So some different nail rhinestone type things in a cute little bag. I like the way it's like a Ziploc and reusable. You have some stones again. Maybe they're acrylic like these are. These might be glass. I'm not sure, but they are AB, where these are just kind of crystal clear. Okay. We have a rhinestone glue. Now, this one also says soak off UV LED cure. Okay. So yeah, as I mentioned before, with the rhinestone glue, you have to cure it. You're not just popping it on there and just, you know, not curing it well. It does say on there that it needs to be cured. Okay. So that's cool. And I think you can also play with this stuff to make like those little cute designs where it's just kind of like a little something, like a little dewdrop and stuff like that. You know, something to think about. You have like this little powder brush to dust away your nails possibly. Oh wow, this has, excuse me, I'm over here misspeaking. This has a ton of stuff in here. Oh, that's a really strong magnet. Okay, so you have a cuticle pusher or mixer, but it's mostly a cuticle pusher. It's very thin and cute. I love the pink handle. On this other side, it has the cuticle remover. You want to be very careful with this guy, but I do like this kind preferably if I'm going to do it at all. My nails, I don't even know. But anyway, you kind of just scoop in there, but if you scoop in there, you will cut away your skin. So like, be very careful when you use these guys. Okay. This, you know, a very pointy tweezer for your nail art, like those little flowers, those bows that we saw. And then this guy is kind of rubbery because it helps you stick it down really well instead of rubbing with your nail. Because you can imagine at that point, you probably have gel that maybe it's cured, well, it has to be cured, but like maybe it still has a dispersion layer on it, or maybe you wipe that off, but you still don't want it just to be touching everything until you've done your top coat. So you have this to help you push that down. Of course, you want to clean that off real well. With acetone or alcohol or a mixture of both. I wouldn't mix my own, but you can definitely try those out. It has a tool for your cat eyes. You have this really cute clipper. They're like a little guy. Of course, I'll use some like this when I clip down my nails, so I remove them. Larger crystals. Again, I'm sure they are acrylic, meaning plastic. But all kinds of shapes. Really cool. Cute. Stickers. So you have snowflakes, tons of snowflakes and borders and all these things. These are the kind of thing where you just pick it up and stick it onto your nail, right? And then of course you want to encapsulate or top coat it so that they don't fall off, and hopefully you'll have good luck with that. These are like cool little like zodiac kind of fun things, or yeah, astrological kind of things. Cute. Let's see what else we have. More snowflakes that are different from these guys. These are a little finer. There's even a little angel there. These guys are bigger and just different. I like the little side ones. That's fun. And then this one is the kind of thing where it has texture to it. So that's very interesting. It looks like it's 3D made. So something to think about. I've never had the best luck with stickers. I like water transfer decals better. And then you have these guys. So ultrafine glitters and like larger spangles, you can pop those on however you want with some clear gel, you know, top coat or whatever, mix it in there and put it on, and then do your top coat too. Again, you have to cure it. So just some glitter that you can play with, and then some of their files. And so you have a hard board file here. It's 180/240. So this is for your natural nails because of the sizings, or the grits, should I say. Again, the higher the number, the finer. So 240 is more fine. 180 is a little coarser than that, but like 100, 180, the 100 side is much coarser. That's for fake nails or extensions, as you want to call them nowadays. It also says on their natural nail. Okay. Washable shaper file. And I love this kind. This is my favorite. I like when they're really firm. This one feels like it might be a little soft flex. And I like when it's like this kind of board in the center, but this kind of squishiness. Oh well. And there's a shaper and a buffer and 100 and 180. Again, that's generally for your extensions, but the 180 side, the softer side, you can use on your nails to rough them up to apply your base coat gel polish before you do all that stuff. Okay, so I haven't even gotten to this part. I'm not sure why this wasn't in there, but I guess because it's a free gift and this is the other stuff. I don't know, but I'll just pop it in there so that that's all together. Along with these guys should also go in this bag. Why not? Okay. And then 20 colors gel nail polish, and I love again that they come in the case. Does this one have a name? It says this is Nude Sands, so very basic stuff. You already have your cat eye wand was in here. The same info you're gonna get on this one. Top gel, base gel, matte coat, you know, all that stuff is in here. It looks like we have 2 cat eyes, 4 cat eyes. Okay, so this one's F747. Very interesting colors, more of like a champagne kind of color because it's not quite silver, not really gold, a little purpley, so maybe not champagne either. This is the other cat eye. It's very similar to the one we just saw, but not as lavender in the color. Very similar. This is the other cat eye, so let's see what this one's looking like. This one is like silver. Okay. And then this is the 4th one. I don't know if it has more than that, but we have 4 here. And this one is kind of like a pinky red color. And there goes my laundry again. So that is everything, guys. Again, I will follow up with videos on these guys, or at least swatches. This is so pretty. Oh, it's like raspberry kind of see-through-ish. That's so pretty. Cute. Again, these were supposed to be nude colors, and I can see that with all these other ones here. That one is on the nude side, but again, it's more of a raspberry color. And look at this one, very girly, pinky, glittery, shimmery polish. Thanks for watching, guys. I know I said a lot. Please go back and listen to it if you skipped over, if you want to know more about, you know, gel polishes and just being careful with them. Again, I don't mix and match base coats, you know, with colors and different, you know, nail glue and all these things because they're designed to go together, guys. So I always keep that in mind, and if that means I have to spend a little more because I need the lamp for this and the lamp for that and whatever, that's what I do because I just want to be safe than sorry. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll have linked, again, the Amazon links. If for some reason I have a Beetles discount code for their site or even for Amazon, I'll go ahead and link that too. Why not? Even though these are the items I picked up. I just don't know that quite yet. Okay, so I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.